everyone, my name is Jason Parpan. I am together with Mr. Pantaleon, Mr. Planteras, Mr. Oropio, Miss Pañares, and Miss Orejas. We are Group 2 and we are assigned to discuss about the 21st century skills. Now, if we talk about the 21st century skills, of course, these are the skills that are necessary for us to equip ourselves in order for us to deal with this modern world. Of course, it is also necessary for us to equip these skills for us to be able to adapt to this ever changing or to this continuously changing world. Okay, so first let's talk about the learning skills. Learning skills, this includes the 4 C's. What are these 4 C's? This includes critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. So learning skills, these are the processes or these are the mental processes required to adapt and improve upon a modern work environment. So if we talk about learning skills, these are the skills or these are the process that takes place when we do something, okay? These are the skills, these are the necessary skills in order for that could be used in order for us to deal with certain situations, especially when we are doing something. These skills are necessary to be equipped in order for us to deal with certain situations, with certain problems. Of course, this is also applicable to be used in real life situations, of course. Okay. Next, let's talk about the critical thinking skills. So, if we talk about critical thinking skills, this has something to do with finding solutions to problems. So, applying higher order thinking to new problems and issues, using appropriate reasoning to effectively analyze the problem and make decisions about the most effective ways to solve the problem. Okay, so if we talk about critical thinking skills, these are the skills, no? This is when we use our metacognition in order for us to develop something, in order for us to develop a way to find an easier, or should we say, the most effective way that could be used in a certain situation. By the use of our critical thinking skills, we could go beyond what is being presented. We can go beyond what the situation is, and we can actually develop and make something out of it. Now, if we make something out of it based on the process, or I mean the based on the product of our metacognition, we could create something that is unusual but is very useful. Okay. Now, by the use of our critical thinking skills, again, it is we could always come up with the most effective and the most convenient way to solve certain situations. Okay, so the next part will be discussed by Miss Pañares.
I'm the next discussant for today's meeting. I am Erica Lane G. Pañares. I hope you're doing well today. For the continuation of the first presenter, Mr. Jason Parpan, I am tasked to explain further the other 2 literary skills of 21st century. So the 21st century teaching and learning process emphasizes the development of skills that go beyond traditional academic content knowledge. These skills are commonly referred to as 4 C's: the critical skills, or the critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. And these are essential for success in today's fast-paced and constantly evolving world. In the classroom setting, teacher can incorporate the 4 C's by designing learning activities that require students to use the skills. And to start with our next 2 sets of learning skills, the 21st century learning skills are essential for success in today's globalized, rapidly changing world. The 2 key skills that are highly valued in the 21st century are the creativity and the collaboration. So, these 2 We will be able to explain this further and provide concrete examples of how they apply in a various contexts. So first, we're going to tackle about creativity. So when we say creativity, it's the ability to generate new innovative ideas, concept, and solution. It involves thinking outside the box and coming up with the unique approaches to problems. In the 21st century, creativity is highly valued because it is essential for innovation and progress in a wide range of fields, including technology, arts, and businesses. So, for example, during a writing exercise, a student came up for a unique story idea that impressed the teacher. The teacher then encouraged the students to expand on the idea and develop it further, showcasing their creativity and literary skills. So creativity in this presentation talks about the thinking outside the box or using the knowledge and understanding to create new ways of thinking in order to find solution to new problems and create new products and services. So when we say creativity, it gives the idea that on how to be creative in a teaching and learning process. Here are some examples of teaching and learning experience in the classroom incorporate creativity in 21st century. First is that using multimedia tools such as videos, podca- podcast, and interactive games to engage students in learning process. The next one is engaging students to work collaboratively on projects that requires them to use critical thinking such as designing a product or creating a business plan. So in this means that creativity is such a huge impact in teaching and learning process. Also, it incorporates art and design into lessons to stimulate creativity and foster new ways of thinking. Of course, it gives us the understanding and enhancement of our new knowledge or new ideas to be put into action. Next is that using technology to connect students with experts in various fields and provide real world experiences. Yes, of course. If we have the capacity to think outside the box and we are able to incorporate those ideas in a real world situation. Also, it encourages students to pursue their own interest and passion through independent research and project. Yes, of course. If you have this capacity to think, then you can create researches or anything that gives you the understanding or thinking or higher order thinking skills. Also, it provides opportunities for students to present their work to wider audience such as through public speaking or online platform. Yes, if the students are engaged into these literary skills, they are able to incorporate this in technology, which is the 21st century is where the advancements of technology is integrated to classroom settings. The last one is that encourage students to take risk and embrace failure as as a necessary part of a learning process. Yes, if the students create ideas, there should be the teacher to guide and help them to categorize those ideas into a better way of action. And the next one is that collaboration. So when we say collaboration, it talks about the ability to work effectively with others towards a common goal. It involves communication, cooperation, and teamwork. In 21st century, collaboration is highly valued because it is essential for success in a wide range of fields including business, science, and education. So some some of the important skills that we need to consider is the collaboration. Collaboration is a crucial in a 21st century teaching and learning process experience because it fosters development of important skills such as communication, critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. It also promotes active engagement and participation, which can lead to deeper understanding and retention of information. Additionally, collaboration helps students develop social and emotional skills such as empathy, respect, and teamwork, which are essential for success in both academic and professional setting. So when you say collaboration, it works with the others. Working others respectfully and effectively to create, use, and share knowledge, solution, and innovation. Yes, in this 21st century, we need to have this collaboration, which is the literary skills that we need to consider, because if we have this collaboration, we can able to have a better communication, a better participation to one another, especially in a classroom setting. So here are some examples that collaboration can enhance the teaching and learning process. The first is the group project. Yes, this group project, assigning students to work in groups on project, can help them develop important teamwork and communication skills. It also allows for a more diverse range of ideas and perspective to be brought to the project. Yes, if the teacher able to accompany this group project, then the students were able to be passionate in their works because they have their teams to work with, and they are no longer isolated to one particular project only, because this group activity or group project gives the students to learn more about the other person, and able to give and take those opinions or perspective of others in a project or in a certain situation. The next one is that peer-to-peer learning, in which encouraging students to learn from each other can be a powerful tool in a classroom. This can take the form of peer tutoring, peer editing, or simply allowing students to share their knowledge and expertise with each other. Yes, if there is peer-to-peer learning, which means there is two two person involved. So there is this students or the teacher. There is the students or the tutor. There is this the students or his or her classmate. So in this means peer-to-peer learning provides the close interaction between one another. Because if they have the interaction, it can create a common way of integrating the best of everything. Because if they able to accompany their knowledge and expertise to one another, they can learn on it and explore on it and enhance on it. So means that if they are one another, then they can learn to both of them. The last one is that collaborative problem solving, which working together to solve complex problems can help students develop critical thinking skills and learn how to work through disagreements and conflict in a constructive ways. Yes, if we have this collaborative problem solving, it enhances on how we are going to decide that particular problem or that particular circumstances in life, because we are able to gain lessons, advices to others on how are we going to deal those problems. In particular to how, especially in love. So if we have this parents, friends, or peers who are able to give us the idea and also the knowledge on how are we going to deal those kind of intimate relationships. So when we are able to engage that particular solution. Also, creativity and collaboration are closely linked because creative ideas often come from collaborative efforts. When people work together, they can combine their unique perspectives and skills to generate new ideas and solutions. Additionally, collaboration can help to refine and develop new ideas and making them more effective and practical. In addition to being essential for innovation and progress, creativity and collaboration are also important for personal growth and development. When people engage in a creative activities or collaborate with others. They can develop new skills, expand their knowledge, and gain new perspective on the world. Yes, these two literary skills that we are tackled is that they are both linked to one another. Because if you have this creativity, then you can work with the others. Because if these two are combined, we can able to create a social and cultural development. When people work together and share ideas, they can create new cultural products and experiences that enrich students as a whole. Also, for example, as students who participate in a collaborative project with classmates can learn valuable skills such as communication, leadership, and teamwork. Similarly, a person who engaged in creative activities such as painting or writing can develop their artistic skills and gain a deeper appreciation of arts. In conclusion, creativity and collaboration are essential 21st century learning skills that are highly valued in today's world. They are essential for innovation, progress, personal growth, and cultural development. By fostering these skills in ourselves and others, we can contribute to a brighter and more prosperous future for all. Do you have any question, clarification? If none, thank you for listening. God bless you.
The last one, with the communication, talking to others, communicating effectively in a wide variety of forms and contexts for a wide range of purposes and using multiple media and technologies. So, communication in learning, we should be good in communicating in order for us to learn, and by the use of multiple media like all the materials that needs to enhance your communication skills, like orally, even though in written, orally, or just trying to do conversation day by day. So it improves your communication skills, doing speeches, uh, making essays, communication by yourself, communication to others. That is the form of communication, and that is the form of learning skills. Again, by the way, I am Jenard Pantalion. So I am going to explain the literacy skills. Literacy skills, we have IMT, which means information, media, and technology. Focuses on how students can discern facts, establishing outlets and technology behind them. There is strong focus on determining trustworthy sources and factual information to separate it from the misinformation that floods the internet. So it is very understandable na from the text, no? So I'm going to provide an example. Let's say, for example, from what the definition said, the internet. So we have a social media platforms, for example, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or now the TikTok. So the misinformation there to those platforms are very rampant. So we can say we can see there lots of websites that is not reliable source. So as a reader, or as an audience or reader, we're going to scrutinize what is wrong and what is right. And as a users of those platforms, we're going to be we should be knowledgeable enough on what we are going to click and what we are going to share to our feed. So next slide is about information literacy. So information literacy, understanding facts, figures, statistics, and data. Information literacy is the ability to find, evaluate, organize, use, and communicate information in all its various formats. Most notably is situations requiring decision making, problem solving, or the acquisitions of knowledge. So just like what I've said kaina, so no, it is very timely gihapon to have an example as social media because it is very it is our daily use. We cannot stand in a day without using any platforms in social media. Sa ato padaan Facebook, we post not just once in a day but many times. We share a lot of memes, we share a lot of information, news, and yeah, even the fabricated information. So a lot of us are not knowledgeable enough in sharing misinformation. So as an older, we should be good examples to the young ones because the young ones now are also using social media platforms. So we should be mindful and again to what we share to our timelines and what we click or what we comment to those posts that might we encounter in social media platforms. So one thing we should be mindful about kanang motuogan kita sa information na taghatag ng isa ka website is first we should check the reliability of that website of that page or that account. So we should check it and we should do the research if that is a reliable source of information. For example, here in the Philippines, in our country, we have mainstream platforms. So mainstream platform like ABS-CBN News, JME News, kadaghanan ko man website kabi kahamok nila anang gani paraan para ka-engage ng reader sa ila misinformation na igina disseminate sa social media platforms. They always use clickbait na mga headlines para lamang muhamok ang interactions para pag-usapan giljo na mga articles, but we should be knowledgeable enough to choose whether we are going to believe that or we're going to palagpason na dyan kay we all know to ourselves that that is a misinformation. Makalito na dyan sa mga tao kung maka-divide na dyan sa information sa truth and sa daily. So we should be mindful.
Understanding the methods and outlets in which information is published. It is the practice of identifying publishing methods, outlets, and sources while distinguishing between the ones that are credible and the ones that aren't. So these methods, outlets, and sources are, for example, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. No, because in 21st century, media literacy is very essential because children are spending a lot of time. They spend 24/7 in media, and that somehow in media we can share information, and we can also read information. However, we can distinguish the credible information and the ones that aren't credible. No, meaning to say those information that irrelevant. No, so we have to be careful in media because there are some information that aren't good or that aren't useful. No, especially the children or the youths. In technology literacy, now it says here that understanding the machines that make the information age possible. So technology literacy is the ability to safely, responsibly, creatively, and effectively use appropriate technology to communicate, access, collect, manage, and integrate and evaluate information. So using technology na. And now, no, because of the massive impact that the pandemic brought, no, um, technology serves as the technology serves as an outlet to continue the learnings of the students, and also through technology we can papers has been accessed online. And for example is that the gadgets, cell phones, laptops, and other tools also, no. So technology, it's so in technology we can use it for a better purpose.
So for the continuation of the 21st century skills categories, we have the life skills. So under the life skills, we have the FLEPS. So F stands for flexibility, L stands for leadership, I stands for initiative, P stands for productivity, and S stands for the social skills. So to find the category of 21st century skill is to this life skills. So life skills take a look at intangible elements of students' everyday life. This intangible focused on both personal and professional qualities. So the first skill under the life skills is the flexibility. So when we see flexibility, it's dividing from plans as need. So flexibility is the expression of someone's ability to adapt the changing circumstance. So this skills is to often to consider is one of the most challenging quality to learn for students, because this is the skill where they will learn the way of always the best one of the compromise. So flexibility, it is required stands to show you the humility and sucks and always have a lot to learn, even if look at look at to ourselves or themselves and experiences of the individuals. So the next we have the leadership. So leadership, it's focused on the motivating team and accomplish a goal. No, so leadership as someone mentions for setting goals, walking a team through the steps required and achieving those goals collaboratively. So, being a leader or as a leader, one of the most relentlessly motivate, encourage each of the member of the groups do you to do well and inspire them to become a better version of themselves. So leadership also is not focused or is just not aiming for the food of success, but it is aiming for the success and bringing the whole team towards it. So leadership is not focused on yourself or not focused on of who you are, but also it is focusing of the theme or the bringing of the one theme. So I think that will be all for my assigned task. So the following skills are the category skills we'll be discussing to my group mates. So thank you.
Good day, everyone. I'm Darren Planteras, and I will be the last reporter of the second group. Here in the second group, it's all about the 21st century skills. And my part is just a continuation of Mr. Rinimark Oropio, the life skills. A while ago, Mr. Rinimark Oropio discussed the flexibility and the leadership, which means my part is to discuss the initiative, productivity, and the social skills. So let's start with initiative. Here, from the word initiative, often means working on a project outside of regular working hours, which means, for example, inside the school, kanana project is ipakuan na sa teacher. So, pero kay ikaw yung makaganahin na mo hinang, you can do that in your home. So, outside the regular hours na. So, and that time, with the help of technology, you can search the strategies and plan to make your project more creative and unique. So, with the help, because of that, because of the help of technology, you can build or create a creative project or task. So next one is productivity. When you hear the word productivity, it means it is the ability to complete work in appropriate amount of time. Being a productive, students are being productive, but it depends to student na on how they being productive in doing their tasks and work. And for example, moingon si teacher na we have an assignment or task to do, pero ang deadline is tomorrow pa. So, it depends sa individual or students na hinangon niya ang kuan project in that time or sa deadline na. Pero here in productive, students are naghinang sa advance to before pa ang deadline. She's very productive to do the task and to finish the task before the deadline. It means maintaining efficiency in the age of distractions, which means para mas ma-lesser ang ijang trabahoon, mas gipahuman niya before pa ang deadline. Para din siya magkarakara pag nag-deadline na. So, productivity of being a student as you should be able to time management and to do the task. I know that hamok man atong activity, but being a productive, you can do all the tasks and finish it successfully. So the last one is social skills. Here in social skills, it's very important na mas ma-acquire ng students sa 21st century learning and teaching, because social skills is the ability to communicate to others to form connections or relationship. Through the help of the technology, we can call our relatives from others with the help of calling them. Technology, it makes us easier to contact our siblings or loved ones from other places. So, meeting and networking with other mutual benefit. So, with the help of social skills, we can learn something from others from other country. So, through search lang natin sa Google, about sa ilang cultures, so unsay sikat karon, through social skills, maka-learn ta more. Through social skills, it develop and we learn something. Through social skills, it make us more knowledgeable and be socialize and develop our social skills learning and understand from others. Through social skills, it helps us to connect from others. It help us to understand others. So that's all for my part and in the 21st century skills. And thank you for listening.